Some folks hold fast to the myth that therapy is only for people in crisis, a sign of weakness or neediness. This misunderstanding couldn't be further from the truth. People from all walks of life reach out to professionals for help, including the well-adjusted and successful. Think about all the habits we create in order to keep ourselves healthy. We go to the dentist to prevent problems with our teeth. We go to the doctor for checkups. We exercise and eat balanced meals to keep our bodies healthy. Just like those habits, we need to take action to protect our most precious asset, our mental health. I'm Dr. Jamie Long, and I'm here with the Psychology Group team. In this video, we're going to walk you through a few of the benefits of therapy and why you should make talking to us one of your new self-care habits. Dr. Tali, get us started.
Sounds good. One benefit of starting therapy is that it teaches you the sometimes not so obvious differences between healthy and unhealthy habits. So many of us feel pressured to make and stick to goals. In the world of social media, there seems to be a false perception that everyone has it all together. Seeking therapy can be very helpful in order to have guidance in evaluating what changes to make and to set realistic expectations of the process. Meeting with a therapist can also be important to ensure that an innocent goal does not become an unhealthy or destructive habit. For example, consider the popular goal of losing weight by going on a diet. Research shows that dieting can be a gateway to disordered eating habits, an eating disorder, and even weight gain. In fact, researchers now know that dieting is actually the single most predictive factor for developing an eating disorder. Check in with a therapist before you decide to make any big changes in order to ensure your goals provide you with a happy and balanced life.
The second benefit of starting therapy is that it helps you get to the core of issues by understanding yourself at a deeper level. In my approach, I utilize hypnotherapy to help my clients understand their subconscious minds and get in touch with emotions that might have been ignored or pushed down. Through the hypnotherapy process, clients often experience a sense of freedom from releasing those suppressed feelings from the body. Clients also gain a greater understanding of who they are and what has led to present-day unhealthy behaviors. Hypnotherapy creates space for self-forgiveness, self-compassion, and most importantly, self-love. So many people suffer from self-defeating behaviors such as procrastination, substance abuse, or toxic relationships, and they may feel unable to release themselves from those patterns. Although in their minds they might rationally know what they need to do to change, they haven't been able to align with that knowing and make long-lasting changes in their lives. Feeling plagued with the question of why do I keep doing the same thing over and over? And the only answer might seem like, well, there must be something wrong with me. This can begin to create a negative shame cycle in which you try to change, fail, and then engage in negative thoughts for being unable to change. Utilizing hypnotherapy, you get the chance to take a deep look within yourself in order to identify the subconscious barriers that might be getting in the way of your goals. With that kind of clarity, you're more equipped to make powerful changes.
A third reason why therapy should be a part of your healthy habits is because stuffing our feelings doesn't work. There are several psychological studies that give us similar results. Hiding feelings lead to more stress on the body and/or increased difficulty avoiding distressing thoughts and feelings. In one study, for example, research participants were divided into two groups and shown disturbing medical procedure films while their stress responses were measured. For example, heart rates, pupil dilation, and sweat production. One group was asked to watch the videos while letting their emotions show, whereas the second group of subjects were asked to watch the films and act as if nothing were bothering them. And guess what? The participants who suppressed their emotions, meaning they acted as if nothing bothered them, had significantly more physiological arousal. Those who kept their physical display of emotions at bay may have appeared cool and calm, but on the inside, stress was erupting. These types of studies show us that expressing emotions, having words to describe how we feel, and facial expressions to emote help us regulate the stress response. So in addition to talking to your best friends, what better way to express yourself than to talk regularly to a licensed therapist?
A fourth reason to get into therapy is because finding and being your authentic self is amazing. It can be so difficult feeling like you're an outsider in your family, your group of friends, or the culture at large. If you're a member of a marginalized group, like a member of the LGBTQ plus community, a woman in a patriarchal culture, a member of an ethnic minority group, or someone who just feels other, the road to feeling safe being your authentic self can be a really steep one to climb. Therapy is often an essential part of healing the feelings that otherness can bring and transforming your life into the one that was meant for you. Research shows that people who work hard to live authentically report feelings of happiness and a sense of psychological well-being. With regular therapy, you can make today the start of embracing your authentic self.
I'll tell you a fifth reason to get into therapy, because it helps us improve our relationships, even individual therapy. If I were to ask you to list your top 3 priorities, what would you choose? Finances, health, work-life balance? My guess is that despite relationships being pretty high up there, most of us will not take the actions to tending to them, even though we need to. I say this because even though relationships are among the most valued aspect of one's life, they're often the least tended to. In a not-so-surprising study, eating and exercise habits were ranked as 2 of the most popular areas people wanted to improve. It's understandable that we spend a lot of time maintaining our appearance. We do so often to attract a partner. The funny thing is, when the partner appears, we tend to forget that our new relationship also needs to be maintained. We have significant amount of research that shows there are actually ways to maintain a relationship, to keep it strong and long-lasting. A common misconception is that therapy is needed for couples only when the relationship is in peril. On the contrary, I recommend couples therapy as a preventative measure to begin before troubles arise. Through learning effective communication skills, ways to better understand your partner's feelings, and tips to better manage challenges, couples can protect the relationship from harm. So why not make your relationship a priority?
And the last reason we'll give you today on why therapy is a great healthy habit is because it teaches you the skills that you need to cope with difficult emotions. Emotional intelligence is a concept that has recently gained a lot of attention. Unlike our IQ, which remains relatively stable throughout our life, our emotional intelligence, or EQ, can be developed and strengthened over time. And that's with the right guidance, education, and practice. Through the use of skill-based therapies, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavior therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy, and the practice of mindfulness, therapy can teach you the skills that you need to manage painful emotions in a helpful way. Skill building in therapy can help you improve your relationships with others, make better life choices, conquer fears, and build your emotional intelligence. In therapy, we'll find the thinking traps that are keeping you stuck and work to break the unhealthy or unhelpful patterns that are preventing you from living the life that you want to be living. Our emotional health is just as important as our physical health, and yet so often taking the time to care for our emotional well-being is the last thing on our to-do list. Through working with a skilled therapist, you can learn the tips and techniques that you need to turn painful emotions or experiences into motivators for success.
And there you have it, 6 powerful reasons to consider therapy a healthy habit. We hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you'll check out the written form on our blog page at thepsychologygroup.com. On behalf of all of us at the Psychology Group, we wish you happiness and health. We'd love the chance to work with you, so I invite you to give us a call or shoot us an email to discuss how therapy can benefit you.
Thank you.